Okay, after a fairly large hiatus, we are back. And to remind everyone, we had just found some kind of strange temple overgrown with vines, and you were trying to climb it. You had tried, got repelled by thorns, and then you saw a strange creature run up. And if you recall, it had something special about it. Does anyone remember?
Yeah. It had like a medallion or something?
A flower.
No, it was holding
A
a
flower,
flower.
that was it.
An orchid, like the one we
But
saw
the
before.
point is that it had the flower and it managed to go up and the thorns would basically pull back.
Yes,
and then
the
as
thorns.
it progressed further up, it went back into place.
Yes. So, what do you wish to do?
And, I remember I tried to speak with these plants and they, for some reason, did not respond.
Yes. They did not seem like natural plants. Your abilities did not work.
And, oh, right, Dimension Dooring 2, it brought us to the ground.
Yes, you tried to go forward and up,
Right.
and you just went up, which ended badly. For some of you. And by that, I mean you just hit the ground and healed up.
Right. Perhaps we should make camp, and then tomorrow we can make a concentrated effort to struggle through the vines.
You can do so if you want.
Or keep an eye out for possibly more of those little people, if there are more.
And people.
The PC term, I see. They prefer to be called pygmies. This is the area for it.
I guess. Yes, would we be able to make a camp short ways away?
You could, yeah.
Yeah, heal up.
And while you're setting up the camp, you can find a whole bunch of those orchids around.
Oh.
Are they
all colors of the rainbow?
Are they similar to the ones that Gorgon had?
No, no black orchids, I'm sorry.
Okay, so...
There's no black in a rainbow.
There's no black in a rainbow! Right,
Racist.
Mario.
To crib off Vinny.
I'm gonna take 3 more charges off the staff as we're setting a camp to see if I can speak to these orchids.
You can do so. Give me light.
You must be hungry, little one. If I produce a flame as a cantrip, can I, like, hold it around it?
It starts screaming.
I'm not burning it, I'm just giving it light.
That's not the type of light it needs, I'm pretty sure. Although...
type of light it deserves.
Now that I think about it, do campfires actually give off UV light? We're getting into some strange territory
I'll
here.
have to roll profession physics, but...
Yes.
Anyway, I'll ask them if there's, like, if they've seen the little plant creature around, and I'll describe it.
Say, they have. It lives in the... Or it doesn't live in the area, but sometimes when people arrive here, it shows up, and it's either tricking them or guiding them.
Fascinating. Do they know what it could be doing with their little plant brethren?
No, just that it sometimes plucks them and pain.
And I'm very sorry it did that.
No, I guess not. They don't have... We're getting into some weird biology things here. Plants don't have a nervous system. They can't feel pain.
True. So why was that one plant screaming? Oh no.
It's actually a person.
Oh no. Can I ask it why somebody would pick them?
It's a plant.
Fair enough. Thank you, plants. And I will shut it off and I guess go to bed.
You can't shut it off. It's assuming control.
Oh no.
Remember, these are the orange orchids. Those are the ones that are implanted in those zombies.
Implanted.
Ha! That's almost like that's where the term came from.
What are you talking about?
Yes, I'll make it. Well, I guess I'll go to bed.
Does anyone have proficiency in nature?
Proficiency?
Proficiency.
No.
No one has proficiency, huh?
In nature.
No.
In nature. Sheet. Pull up my sheet.
I'd be very surprised if you have some ability that makes you proficient in nature.
Well, that's, if you tick the box, basically.
Yes, that's what proficiency is, but
I
think
thought
he's
it was a
saying
skill.
No. Well, it is a skill, but so
I
you know how
feet, sorry.
No,
Yeah,
no.
In Pathfinderese, it's is it a class skill for you?
Essentially, yeah.
Oh wow, druids
Or
don't. Oh, I
or a
didn't choose
profession.
it.
Don't
Yeah,
forget
you
you
didn't
get
pick it.
professions
your
give you
profession.
proficiencies. So is
Ron?
anyone a hermit?
Nope.
Nope, mercenary veteran.
Anyways, but so you rest the night. 1 second, because something could happen. Why does this always?
Is it Mr. Snack time?
No, I haven't rolled, unfortunately, yet. Oh, I'm not sure how this is gonna work, because it says you stumble on them, but since you're making camp, I'm gonna say they stumbled on you. You
Fair
just
enough.
see... You hear some movement through the underbrush and some kind of excited ooking.
Ooking
Does someone
excitedly.
need a fruit thrown at him again?
Well, after a few minutes, 3 apes are going to crest the ridge with fruit.
Oh no.
They're eating
We're
it.
going to get ooked again.
Ooked right in the duker.
They're gonna stop and stare at you. What do you do?
Are these the ones with the 4 arms?
No, they're just straight up apes.
Oh, just whoa, straight up
Good
apes. Okay.
Good old fashioned garden variety.
I know, it's so bland compared to all the horrific
blasé.
monstrosities you fought in this jungle.
Because I know nothing about the mannerisms of apes, I'm going to beat my chest and try to intimidate them.
Roll an intimidation.
Can
Good.
I roll the aid?
By beating your
Sure.
chest as well.
And I will yell. I will also be angry and orcish.
Behold.
Behold! Can we just say that I make the roll?
No. Unfortunately for you, Halstead is the first one saying he was doing it, so...
First past the post.
So the real question
so if I was to say that I
is...
want to intimidate it myself.
Unfortunately, it's going to be... We'll see what happens, because something interesting might happen here. How wise are they? What the hell?
Ape wisdom.
It's gonna stare at you leerily and just kind of take its fruit and kind of hide it behind its back.
I'm gonna, apparently enthused by my victory, I will turn around and say, I did it, guys. They have been intimidated.
It's going to smile at you.
I triumphantly head back to camp.
We're at camp. They came up to us.
Shh. They're just gonna trundle off into the mists.
Yeah.
Now you'll never know where the diamond mines are.
Boo.
What movie was that? Was that Congo?
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh man. I haven't watched that in years. But yeah, so day arrives. You're surprisingly slathered in rotten fruit.
Must have been a side effect. They must be paying tribute. Oh, also I need to do the staff.
All right. So, what color orchid was the little pygmy carrying again?
It was carrying an orange and purple orchid.
Okay. And any of the orchids that we see around camp are any
You
of
can
them
find
orange
enough
and
for
purple?
you.
What was that?
You can find enough.
Okay. So yeah, I'll pick one,
Sure.
and then I think everyone else should probably try grabbing one, and we'll see if maybe the plants will recede if we carry one like it did.
Okay.
I'm game.
You know, grab
Okay.
a plant. You gonna try and climb?
Yeah. Or I'll step towards it, holding the orchid and seeing if something happens.
It moves out of your way. So you
Okay.
descend.
Let's go.
Okay, so you've made it to the first tier.
Seeker delivers.
There's another one in front of you.
Another pygmy or another?
More steps. There's no pygmy.
Okay, gotcha. Do the vines go away?
There are no more vines in front of you.
Oh,
Now it just looks
just another
very-
set of regular stairs. Gotcha.
it looks very weathered.
Okay. Can I do a perception check to see if any of them are especially crumbly or something?
Sure.
And I'll be following behind him.
You can tell they're all pretty old, but you can't tell if they would actually crumble under your feet or if some of them could hold.
All right. Guess I'll take a step up.
Sure. You climb a few steps, but then it just kind of turns to gravel under your feet and you slide back down unceremoniously. However, what's strange is when you finally arrive at the level you were on, there's no gravel under your feet and the stairs look fine.
But when we take a step, it just instantly crumbles, basically.
After a couple of steps, but yeah, and it doesn't seem like you can climb any further.
How
Something
far
tells
up
me
to
if
the-
we try
to
to
the-
magic our way around this, we'll meet a similar fate. There were different color orchids as well, right?
There were.
How far up are we to that first ledge where that door was?
There's going to be at least another tier before the top.
Should we try and get 2 other colored orchids and see if... Here, wait, what's this person doing in front of me?
He is going to run up, and he seems as light as a feather.
Oh.
Is he carrying anything?
Roll a perception.
14?
He's carrying a bright, multicolored feather. Do I have to make it clearer to you guys?
I think he's a
So-
bird.
To be fair,
So
he
we
has a
need to find
feather
bird
and
with
the
those kind of
orchid.
feathers.
Mm.
The answer is yes. You do need to make it more clear because I am completely lost.
Of course.
Could I
With the
do
same
a
perception,
nature?
after a minute, you find various feathers all over the place
Great.
Oh,
on the tier
okay.
you're on.
Here's just feathers.
We'll pick up
got
a
it.
feather.
Yeah.
feather?
Go and get a feather.
What color? Multicolored. If they're multicolored feathers.
There's red, orange, blue, green.
And that match the same color as that one little guy?
With the 14, I'll give it to you. It was a red feather he had.
Okay, I'll pick up a red feather.
Same.
Sure.
And then I will try to get past this gravelly part
Yeah.
with orchids and feather in hand. Am I walking this
Okay.
way, or...?
Are you gonna walk up? You can.
Yep.
It's as though your feet aren't even touching it. You just ascend magnificently, and you're at the 3rd tier. This one looks very well kept. It is pristine.
Is there so there's nothing else around it then? Has it been perfectly cleaned?
Yes.
And what is this?
Oh, this one's gone. It is not here.
I guess I can proceed it, right? I already tried this
Sure.
try. Nope, 9.
Nothing seems to stand out. At least you figure everything that's happened to you has been when you stepped on the stairs. So
21?
21. You notice some tiny holes near the sides, but that's about it.
Probably made of pumice or something. I don't know.
No, not like it's not in the stones. It looks like it was placed there, like someone drilled
Like
holes.
drilled or something.
Yeah, in periodic places.
Are they on each step?
About, yeah.
Oh,
You going to try and climb?
Heck yeah.
Okay. This is kind of important. I'm gonna try and make something out of this. Do you see the orange? It's kind of light
Yeah,
for me.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's a little
yeah.
hard, but yeah.
I don't know what they did. I feel like they changed stuff.
It's like
But-
3 tiers. It's like 3 little tiers.
Essentially, there might be
Oh,
more,
this
but
is the ziggurat, isn't it?
yeah, this is like the stairs going up, and it gets narrower.
All right, so we are like.
You're
here,
no, you're. This is like the steps in front
This
of
is the
you.
steps up.
Oh,
to-
I see.
Yeah, so you're on your second tier here, and the steps going up are there.
Got it. So I take a step like so.
Nothing happens.
Can I? So the holes are like on the sides of the steps, or?
They're periodically placed. You can't really, like, they're within each 5 feet. So I would say there are holes within each of these squares.
Okay. Could I maybe do a perception to see if I hear anything coming from the holes?
Sure.
All right. 22.
You do not hear anything.
All right. I'll. Vormash, go ahead and take a step up.
Doop.
Nothing.
Okay, now I'm gonna take a step up.
Sure.
Okay. Now I'm gonna try and get up to Vormash's level here.
Not
Sure.
on his level.
You aren't
Okay.
gonna get on my level. I move up. I take another step up to the next step, like so.
Hold up. Something's gonna happen now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I
Well,
understand.
when you
Wait.
step up.
Okay. Sorry. Didn't know what you meant by that.
Suddenly, as you take a step further onto the ziggurat, you hear movement and hissing.
Ah.
How?
Snakes.
22.
Snakes.
That's a lot of snakes.
And
Those
Scam
are all,
the room.
those are all
How
swarms of
big are
snakes,
they?
by the way.
Those are all swarms.
Oh,
Wow.
interesting.
Yes.
Are there any nearby badgers?
No. Also,
mean,
I'm pretty sure a
monkeys?
badger might be able to kill 1 or 2 and then would immediately get swarmed.
We
Are there
just
any
need a swarm of
swarms
monkeys.
badgers?
So what we need is a swarm of badgers.
Okay. And the way we're looking, is this like verticality? Do they have the high ground on us?
They
I don't
attack
think
you
there's
from
a
the
high
square.
ground on
There's
this
no
one.
high ground in
Is
this
there?
game.
Yeah. But I mean, just like, are they like they're up the ziggurat though? Right?
Yes, they're up,
Yeah.
and they're pouring out of the holes in the steps.
Okay. Does this mark initiative?
Not technically. I mean, if you want to fight and stand and fight, but you hear more and more snakes constantly
Yeah, I'm
coming
looking.
out.
Are we at initiatives or?
Actually, okay. I see a
Um,
pygmy.
Yeah.
Can I try to?
Okay,
Is he
It's
holding
going
something? I'm
to-
gonna roll perception.
he is.
16.
He only has the orchid and the feather, but what he's gonna do is he's gonna run up to the first snake he sees. He whacks a snake with the orchid, and it gets quite upset. But then tickles it with the feather, calming it down, and then it lies face forward in front of it, so he's kind of looking like a snake at it, if that makes sense. He's laying down. And then the snake is going to crawl into where the mouth would be on his mask, and seems to enter him, and then he just runs up.
The snake
Ah.
entered the pygmy.
Yes, as though he was
Okay.
swallowing it whole.
Okay. I'm an orc. I'm half orc. I've got good digestion.
And the snakes seem to completely ignore him as it climbs up.
Fascinating.
Okay.
So
I'll
all right,
attempt
I
to
will
do the same.
Okay, what do you do?
I'm going to go ahead and
I'm gonna bop one of the snakes with the orchid.
It's very upset at you.
I then proceed to tickle with the feather.
It calms down.
I proceed to get on my belly and open my mouth.
All right, it's going to climb into your mouth. Make me a Constitution save.
You got it.
Are you evil?
No.
Okay.
All right.
He's
I
just
need-
orcish by nature.
I'm just a grumpy grumperson sometimes. Constitution. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, you successfully swallow the snake. You can climb up.
okay.
So everyone
I'm
else
going
do the
to
same,
flip the
and
snoot
Yep.
with the orchid, then
Yeah, let's
tickle
go.
it, then lie on my
just give me
belly
con
and open my
saves,
mouth.
everyone.
19.
Okay, you're fine.
Woo!
Oh
No.
Okay. Everyone is able to make it up, besides Yeldrin, who freaks out and starts coughing the snake up, taking 13 psychic damage.
Oh, oh no.
And now the snakes hiss angrily at you as though you have failed the ritual.
You know what? Have fun, guys. I'm just gonna leave this one to you.
Just gonna run away.
I mean, the alternative is I try to sneak past them using
I
giant
mean,
dark
Just try
bear.
to
nothing-
swallow one
How
again.
heavy is Yeldrin?
have you ever felt what thousands upon thousands of snakes climbing up you would feel like?
No, no.
That's a
I mean,
great way to-
Although, is he getting attacked right now?
He's not. They're just upset. If he walked forward, they would all attack him.
What
but
if I carry him?
that's what I'm saying. Do you want to feel what thousands upon thousands of
Oh,
snakes
they'll
crawling
get
up you
mad
would
at
hurt?
me.
I wonder-
Oh, yes, because yeah, I see, because they'll climb up me to get to him.
Yeldrin.
What if I throw him?
If I walk down, will the snakes ignore me?
Yes.
Okay. I go to Yeldrin and whisper, Yeldrin, what if I put you inside this rock and take you up?
Remember, magic is haywire here. This entire temple is.
Consider the rock.
Seems
Also,
like
wouldn't
a
the
very
rock have to
good
be
way
as big
become
as
a
him?
Stone statue.
I'm not quite sure. I think,
Because there's something about if it's no longer large enough to hold you, you get ejected out and take damage, right?
large enough to fully contain your body. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. I'm gonna. What
Compress yourself into the size of this rock.
What if I get Vormash to carve a giant rock? Okay.
Oh my god, a giant rock!
Like, they didn't react aggressively to you failing. It was more you stood back up after freaking out and they were hissing defensively
right.
at you.
So you might be able to try again.
Yeah.
This seems like a bad idea.
You go through it again, give me another con save. You are able to successfully swallow the snake and they become pacified. You are at the top of the ziggurat. Congratulations.
Yay!
There is a simple shrine at the top. There's a rectangular structure with a dusty wooden door.
Well,
Nice.
is the door medium-sized?
Yes.
Dusty, huh? Sounds like it hasn't been used in a while then. Can I perceive the shrine for details?
Sure. Are you walking up to the door or just
No,
looking
I'm just
at
looking at the shrine first. What does it look like?
it? Just rectangular stone.
Okay, so
The
not
outside
squares.
are decorated with labyrinthine symbols. You've seen them around on the statues and whatnot.
Same ones as we saw in Angalore?
Not the same, but similar.
Okay, so
Actually, no,
obviously Chultian,
Yeah, Ubtao.
Tao.
Ubtaoian, not Omian.
Towish.
Are you elvish? You look a bit elvish.
Well, I guess I will approach the... Is the shrine, like, next to the door?
The door goes into the shrine.
Oh, the door goes into the shrine. Okay, I will
Yeah.
approach this door and knock.
When you approach it, you smell incense with your passive perception.
Hmm. Must be a ritual. Or at least somebody's taking care of this shrine. We did see those plant people.
Yeah,
I guess
well,
I will proceed and knock.
You don't hear anything.
I'm gonna put the feather and the fuck, what was the other thing I used?
Orchid.
Orchid onto the altar.
Wait, you were going to do what?
I
Sorry, I was reading ahead.
Wait, there's not an altar.
oh, I'm
It's-
sorry.
No.
I
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
a
know what
door
the
into
fuck
a shrine. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. So holding the feather and orchid in one hand, I'm gonna
I
open
heard
the
shrine.
door.
I thought altered.
When you open it, hanging lamps illuminate the room, while incense burners fill it with exotic scents and curling smoke. Cushions and reed mats cover the floor, pots of blooming flowers line the plastered walls, and singing birds flit from plant to plant. An immense snake with iridescent scales rests on a heap of cushions opposite the doorway. It is currently discussing with two people, but as it sees you, it rises up from its conversation, stares directly into your eyes, and says, "I am Saja Nbazi. What do you seek in this ancient place? Speak truly, for I hear your hearts."
I'll respond that was told to seek this place out in a dream, and that we are on a quest to seek out the source of the undead,
The soul.
which was the soulmonger. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you wish to know about the death curse, I take it?
Correct.
Indeed.
All I know is that this is currently filling various omens tied to Omu, but I can see you know that already. What you do not know is that Omu lies directly between the peaks of flame and the Valley of Lost Honor, and that it is sunken below the level of the surrounding jungle. The best way to spot it will be from the air or nearest high ground.
I will say, oh great deity, we do believe we have a way to spot it from the air, but to do so we must acquire a black orchid. Is there anyone in this garden of yours that may have one anywhere nearby?
You know where to get one. I can see it in your heart.
Indeed
Didn't
you
you
do.
already get one? Or have
We
you not done
to
it
go
yet?
back. We have the gem though.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, what I'm going to ask you next ties into what my guest here has also asked about. And as you look closer, you see a Saurian and a human.
Asarian, are they
Lizard people.
Yeah, the lizard people. Okay.
I'm sorry, Sauriol.
Oh,
They're different, I guess.
how proper.
But she will say, I know that in Omu, Ras Nisi is gathering power. He is undead, as he has risen once before in Omu, and I know that when that occurs, terrible things will happen. So what I wish for all of you to do is to end him as punishment and prevention.
Would that I would assume he's directly involved with the triggering of this death curse, but we've heard of an artifact called a soulmonger. Do you have any idea what it can do besides triggering this curse?
She is going to nod her head no, but the man will say, so you're investigating that too. I take it you're society members. I don't think we've been introduced, but usually people just scream my name and try and kill me, and he'll hold his hand
no.
out.
It's not him. Does he have the Ring of Winter?
You see a ring on his finger.
No! This is hello. I think your reputation has certainly preceded you as I shake it.
That usually happens. His hand is ice cold.
Yes, I see. You may want to look out. Although we do see some hedge knights and people of the Order of Flame, searching for you, telling you to go back to Neverwinter or Baldur.
Baldur's Gate, I believe.
Baldur's Gate. Okay.
Oh, they always do that. They know I'm not actually going to go back. It's a formality at this point. But anyways, it sounds like you're going to go kill Ras Nisi, right?
It seems like all the paths are leading down to this particular undead foe.
Well, that's true for both of us. I have just spoken with this guardian, and she has told me that she knows what happened to Mesro, which I have been trying to bring back, and the only way to do so is to kill Ras Nisi. So the way I see it, we're working towards the same goal.
Ooh, legendary adventurer. Do we know anything about Maz Nisi or Mesro? Sorry.
Mesro is... You've heard its name bandied about. Artis has been asking constantly about it. It was a city that was destroyed by the spell plague. But when you bring that up, he'll say, that's what everyone believes. But what happened was, to escape the spell plague, the defender spellcasters of the city attempted to use their magic to take it to paradise. But then they were trapped.
You're finding Paradise City, I see.
Well, what happened was, about a century ago, Ras Nisi rose up with his undead horde and tried to lay waste to the city. And I tried to defend it, and I was able to hold them off for them to get their spell off. But then they were trapped as long... With the wording they used, they would be trapped until the threat disappeared. And so clearly, Ras Nisi needs to die for that to go away.
Yes. Is Ras Nisi from Ubtao? Is he, what's his history here?
Ras Nisi is an ancient mummy, I believe. He was a Chultan paladin, but then betrayed his oaths and was banished. And he raised an undead army to try and conquer Mesro.
Is Mesro part of Ubtao? I'm assuming.
Yes, he'll kind of point to a spot on your on your map.
Okay. Is it a different place than Olmu?
It is.
Okay.
Oh, Mesro's marked on your map. Like, people knew where it was, I guess.
Oh, nice.
You can see it's under Port Castigliar.
Well, we'll turn to once this is finished loading. But it's not finished loading yet. Is it easier to approach it from the sea, or do we have to go through the entire jungle?
Oh, Mesro's in the north, but you don't need to go there. We know that Rosnasi has withdrawn to Omu.
Right, and then the deity has told us generally where we could find Olmu.
And the Naga just told you it's directly between the Valley of Lost Honor and the Peaks of Flame, so it's kind of
So that orange
shrunk
thing.
even more.
Okay. Well, we could tell Artis. Is his name Artis, right?
Yes, Artis Simber.
Well, we have a couple of options, right? We can return that, or we can give that gem and see if that produces us an orchid, which will allow us to do the rite of flying, right?
Mhm.
Alternatively, we could also return to Port Nanzaru with our new map and trade it for the boat. And we can
could
take the
do
boat.
both, really.
Yeah, we could.
Boats don't fly.
But we could.
Yeah, that's
we
the
could
other thing. In order to get to Omo, we need to be able to view it from a high place, and flying's the way to go with that. So.
Yes, but I was thinking the boat could take us around the island, and we can land on the south side. It'll take us close. It might be faster than trying to walk through the jungle.
Well, these are all excellent ideas. Being able to fly is not without its merits.
I guess I'm putting less stock into it because I'm about to learn how to fly too.
Yeah, not all of us have such blessings.
Well, keep in mind that the blessing was going to be like a week-long thing. So it would continue for quite some time, whereas I think your flight is only like a couple of minutes, isn't it?
No, it's as long as I'm transformed, which can last up to
well,
hour
okay.
per
I was
level,
thinking
something
the
like
spell, but
Hmm.
you're right, you have the transformations.
that.
However,
But yes,
there's a very big issue with that. You can't become too many big things early on with flying, I don't believe. And if
Drew to the Moon, I can become a CR2 creature.
Okay, so
I can
you're...
become a hippogriff.
Well, the issue I'm getting at is if you get into a combat and then get
Yes.
dropped, you're going to be falling quite some distance, most
Yes,
likely.
Wouldn't you just want that to happen naturally? Little fun. But yes, you do have a point. It may be safer to make sure everyone can fly. But I would just mention that maybe it would be wise to stop at camp and maybe pick up any items we might think that would be handy against the undead. Because we know exactly what we're fighting now.
Well, let's just continue with what we were planning on doing, and get the orchid, do the rite, and then go back to reclaim the ship. Because then once we have the ship, we can at the very least get back quicker.
Well, if it only lasts a week, we may not have that much time if we sail. So I think if we fly, we just fly directly in. So this is kind of like a
one of two paths.
Yeah. I will go to Artis and say, Artis, you said you've held this thing back before. What should we expect?
You mean Rosnasi?
Yeah.
Well, in the past, he was a paladin. I cannot tell you what he has gotten up to lately.
Lately. Paladin stuff.
What I can tell you is that when he performed his attack, he had somehow become a Yuan-Ti.
A Yuan-Ti? Really? Interesting.
Does everyone remember what those are?
Yeah, those were a race of like special humans or something.
Snake men.
Snake men.
They could transform into giant snakes.
I have the power.
Your one weakness, Abdal.
Snake people.
Snakes. Why does it always have to be snakes? Okay, another suggestion maybe. We could head back to Port Nyanzaru, hand in the map, and then take the ship, down the east coast until we get close to Nangalore, and then get the rite of flying. Grab the gem, all that, or grab the orchid.
I guess I'll ask Artis, will you meet us there, or do you want to come with us for all this stuff?
Oh, it's better to go our separate ways. I will meet you at Omu, though.
Okay.
I'll
Is there a way we can send for you or
I'll
signal
find you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Artis. Till Nangalore, or till Olmu.
Goodbye.
Try not to get killed by any people with a bunch of mercenaries in a red cloak, right?
They can try.
We're gonna see the mercenaries. He's gonna have a ring, isn't he?
I'm pretty sure Artis is immortal, so that'd be very
nice.
impressive.
Good for him.
Fun fact, if you tried to attack him to take the Ring of Winter, the campaign would just end there and all your characters would be deleted forever.
Wow.
You would be straight up banished from the, not Pathfinder Society, the, what's the 5th edition?
Explorers League
The
or-
Explorers League, and
Yeah.
The Adventurers
disgraced and never allowed to work again.
Wow.
Hear that, Abdul? Don't
What?
take the ring.
Oh, so you attack one goblin tribe and suddenly you're bloodthirsty.
In the middle of your sleight of hand roll. Okay,
Anyway, so you're gonna work your way to
yeah.
Nangalore, or are you gonna try and go to the port?
Let's get an orchid. Oh, I guess I should ask the deity for her wisdom. Is there any tribute or anything she might need?
It seems like you've accepted
her.
yeah.
All right.
Let's see. Well, before you leave, you've agreed to my request, so I think it's only befitting that you get rewarded in turn.
Yay.
You, dwarf, step forward.
Which one?
They're alike.
She's waiting.
I will step forward.
Okay. You clearly take charge of the situation. You will receive the charm of heroism.
Thank you.
And once as an action, you can benefit yourself as though it's by a potion of heroism.
Oh, neat. Thank you.
What's up?
She's gonna stare at all of you and realize you all have dark vision, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
She's gonna shake her head and be like, never mind.
Sorry, I was receiving
You,
something.
paladin,
I step
you-
forward.
you work for the benefit of others. You will receive the charm of restoration.
Does that mean I just get? Is that just I can cast restoration on myself?
No, you get 6 charges. You can spend 4 charges for a greater restoration or 2 for a lesser restoration.
That's actually pretty important.
That actually is really useful.
Yeah, greater is crazy.
I thank the deity for the gift.
To the Seeker, a subscription to National Geographic magazine.
Well, there's not too much left that makes a lot of sense. You, warlock,
I'll step forward.
your weapon is now, when you speak the command word, your weapon will become a dragon slayer for 9 days,
Ooh.
and then it will return to normal.
I'll thank her.
But what's in the mystery box?
I got a rock.
I have no clue, honestly.
Sorry.
Potion of
fam.
vitality.
Woo!
Once you can benefit as though from a potion of vitality.
Okay.
I'm not actually sure what a potion of vitality does.
And to
That
the
might be
monk,
the best one.
$10.
Okay, it removes any exhaustion, cures any disease or poison, and
A20.
you regain max number of hit points for any hit die you spend
Nice.
Wow, that's actually really useful.
for a day.
And these are all one-time uses, right?
They go away essentially after
Yes.
the amount.
Okay.
But like we don't like recharge at the end. Of
No, you do not get recharges for that. So you either get 1 greater, 1 lesser, or 3 lessers, whichever you choose.
Okay.
Probably gonna be the former. And to the
Because
monk.
Greater Restoration is amazing. Oh, that makes sense. That's how things are surviving.
Okay, so heroism is 10 temp HP and bless, no concentration.
Yes.
Oh, it's boiling. Wonderful. Oh, that's be the potion, not the actual spell.
No, you're boiling right now.
Ah!
Also, it's as if boiling, not actually. Anyways,
Fair enough.
when you leave, the door slams shut, and
What a nice
you hear
lady.
silence.
What a nice snake thing.
I'll give you all 400 experience each
Yay.
for that. A lot just got solved there, and you got a pretty strong ally.
And that's a level.
Mhm.
That's probably
Oh,
the
no,
more
almost.
important.
That,
Oh,
was-
no,
that,
yes.
that was how much experience?
400 each.
We're like
400.
110 off.
109.5, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, but
Okay.
yeah, neat. So I guess we're going to Nangalore now?
Yep. Get us.
Yeah, we can either go to Nangalore or we can do what I mentioned before, and that's going to Port Nyanzaru, getting the boat, and then taking the boat down to like. Did we know anything about Ishao?
You didn't, or you can ask around, but remember, these rivers are like a mile wide. You could sail that boat up to Nangalore if you wanted
Oh.
to.
Interesting.
Oh, okay. I
I
wasn't
keep
sure
thinking
about
like
the river.
as in like it's only 100 feet.
No, remember, each of these hexes is 10 miles.
Right.
So if it's, like, these are big rivers.
So yeah, we could technically go back up to Port Nyanzaru, get the boat just to have the boat, and then
You just want a
ride it
boat.
into Bangalore.
Yeah, also, I mean, there's no real rush to get to Olmu, right? I have a feeling this might be the part where we, prove ourselves or die. So, if you think we're, I don't know if we're quite prepared yet. I want to see if we can hit at least 6 before,
Well,
doing
we
some-
could very possibly hit 6 just on the way to Port Nyanzaru.
That would be very impressive to get a full level just from random encounters on the way there, because you're almost 5?
no, we're almost
Oh,
Or
6.
no, you're almost 6, okay.
Yeah, we're almost.
That, you're
6,
absolutely going to hit 6 before you get to Port Nyanzaru. In fact,
Yeah.
I might just give it to you by the end of this session if you haven't somehow.
Fair enough.
Hmm.
But, I'm just saying, like, we could always just, take our time getting there.
To be fair, I'm also
There's
probably
more
going to give
for
you a
us.
fair... Well, okay. I won't say that yet.
I like the idea. Maybe we. Let's see here. I think. What's the best way back to the? Oh, there's also that other place, the Steps of Fire.
No,
Fire
it's
step.
the fire finger or whatever.
Firefinger, yeah.
Firefinger was over to the right.
And
Yeah.
there were Pteranodon people
It was
that
like
were evil.
around
Yes.
the river thereabouts.
Yeah, we could always investigate there. It sounds like we could rid the world of some elemental evil.
They weren't elementals.
They weren't elementals.
Or are you just saying you're going to go find that community of bird people and murder
Arakocra.
them?
No, I think we've done enough to the Arakocra in this land.
No. Clearly, we need to go do the flying ritual, and then once we have it, just wave it in their faces. We need your help anyway. No. But maybe what we should do is do the flying ritual and then get to the Firefinger, so then at least that way we don't follow our deaths.
Yes.
If you
that
do the
sounds
flying
wise.
ritual, you're going to lose a lot of time on the ritual because it's pretty far away in the opposite direction of Omu.
Oh, you're right. I for some reason thought it just wasn't on the map anymore. It was along the other river where Nangalore is. Yeah. I
No.
forgot
Well, it sounds
it
like
was
we all
right
agree
there.
that we should start heading back to port.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
let's
Okay, sure.
get on the way.
So go ahead and start giving me those
And to speed things up, I guess.
Survive.
Do we want to go fast and try to get to Camp Vengeance and then take the river?
Yeah, but do we literally want to travel fast, or
As GM rolls.
because fast travel, remember, does incite us to more likely encounter stuff?
It doesn't...
I'm
no, if
also-
you
No, it's
encounter
just
stuff,
that
you'll be
it's a blind
surprised.
Right.
More than
surprise,
likely.
sorry.
Also, I'll give you that one because there's a river in your path, and you've also traveled this way. So you can make it there, and nothing will happen for the first day.
Okay, so I guess we'll keep the steady pace.
Okay, are you going steady or fast?
I vote for fast. be my input.
Anyone else?
I'm gonna say steady. Wouldn't want to
Okay,
be caught off
1-1.
guard.
Someone should vote slow just to mess with people.
2 people should vote slow and be like, oh no.
I wonder who else we should ask about this.
I mean,
Oh, if only we could have some more input on this decision.
we should actually just not move and stand completely still until the world falls into ruin.
Well,
one,
at
and
least
one.
you've said something.
Let's go normal.
Okay,
Okay,
you're going normal.
face it is.
Sure. Well, nothing will happen first day, so give me another survival. You're fine.
Trying to see if I can reduce the
Okay.
amount of rolls we're gonna have to make.
Are you just gonna go straight in a straight line, or do you just want to explore what you can on the way?
Let's do something like that.
Sure. All right. So as you're setting up camp,
Oh, yep, sorry. I'll use the 22 after.
you kind of see off in the distance. There's one of those little things from the temple just kind of staring through the brush at you. Not attacking you.
We will wait. I will wave. I
It'll,
acknowledge
it'll
it.
duck away.
Acknowledge shy. I won't do anything else. I'm just gonna sit down and say, "Hey, I think one of those plant things are following us."
Oh, those are cute.
Yes,
All right.
cute. And I will go to bed.
Okay. All right then. Good job, guys.
Woo!
You didn't murder the poor thing
Just-
that was
it just
interested in
snapped
you.
kill.
All right, give me another survival.
I'll use that 22 I rolled earlier.
Sure. Nothing today.
Same as it ever was.
Same as it ever was.
Hey, you ever wonder why we're here?
Roll your next roll.
23.
Okay. As you set up camp for the night, how many times are you going to run into these guys? You see a band of scouts wearing emerald clothing.
Emerald clothing.
They were
Yes,
the
that's
Emerald
how we
Enclave
must have been to
scouts.
Baldur's Gate.
Yes, we
That's the
found him.
Flaming Fist.
Yeah.
Oh.
Isn't
are
the
these
green
guys?
the Harpers?
No, green is Emerald Enclave, the druids.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You like have
Oh, that's
have you
right.
desecrated nature today? Good.
No, but we met with a goddess.
I severely doubt that.
Hey.
Anyways,
Yep, let's
onward.
go. 26.
Okay. Nothing will happen.
Okay. See?
Okay. As you continue on today,
Let's go just straight right, please.
there is no straight right. It's
Okay.
hexes, remember. You have to either go down or
Yeah, okay.
up.
Yep, down.
Sure. As you're marching along halfway through the day, you notice some strange things around you as raised dirt. But as soon as you're about to point it out, some angry little men will pop out of the dirt wielding tribal-looking axes.
Are they humanoid?
They are. They
Ah.
look very similar. However, they're also pitch white.
Oh, good. Are they like the albino dwarves we fought before?
They are the albino dwarves
The
you fought
albino
before.
dwarves.
Oh my god.
Kinsman, please.
And snakes.
Well,
No!
No.
They've come for me! They found a way to team up!
You
As
are
long as none of
surrounded.
them are-
The snakes!
As long as none of them
Dwarves
are
to
riding one of those
snakes.
freaking gorillas.
Also, I'm liking this new monitor I bought. I've got so much more real estate to work with.
And
that
then
must be
two
nice.
T-Rexes come out from behind
Yeah.
them.
One
Anyways,
undead, one not.
they've rolled their initiative of 7. So,
I bet I can't
Counter.
beat that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs.
so from what I'm understanding, Avdol, you're up first. Although, actually,
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
come on.
I keep closing it because I'm like, oh yeah, you know.
No, I
I'm,
don't
like,
know.
I
Yeah.
need to get this out of the way.
That's what you
Alright,
get.
there we go.
Abdul, go
Jordan.
ahead.
Can you do Hunger of Hadar so I can go and make dinner?
Well, no, because they're not very close together. Anyways, I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna try and smack this guy a couple times.
Go for it.
21.
But yeah, I think I heard a spell that doesn't exist. What are you talking about, guys? That will hit.
Oh yeah, sorry. That must have been my imagination.
7.
Right.
And
No one
then
would be stupid enough to use that spell,
21
right?
again. 13 more.
Alright. You bloody him up good with your hammer. Oh, what the hell? I apparently picked the alpha dwarf because all of their HP totals are moving as one.
Uh-oh. You found
Oh,
a
No,
dear.
no,
dwarf.
I got some sort of weird albino dwarf psychic connection. If I just beat this one up, they'll all die.
Yeah, for some reason their HP totals
found their
move as
queen.
one.
Ooh.
No matter which one I pick, they all move as one. Yeldrin,
Is this
go
maybe
ahead.
this is maybe a part of that patch that they did with the
I
interface?
really hope not. That would be annoying.
You think that'd be the exact opposite of what should happen.
You will absolutely hit with the 26 for 11 damage. 16 will hit. 9 more. Also, if you're talking, we have not heard you for some time.
Nope.
Okay.
Fist.
That will hit.
And for this, he must make a con save.
Sure.
Is he trying to eat the fist?
At 21.
Interesting.
He looks almost dead, so...
Oh, is
I'm
that
still
a stunning
impressed
fist?
that they have advantage on that.
They don't have much else, okay? You gotta give them something.
They have light.
Alstead, go ahead.
I'm gonna walk up here and poot a little gas on this one.
I see. This is poison, is it?
14
Oh
is
no,
sick,
acid,
yeah.
that's right. It's acid
is
spray.
It acid?
Or is it poison spray?
No, it's poison spray. Oh, right, they're dwarves.
Yes.
Oh well, I already said it. Let's go.
Okay. 9.
That'll fail. 19.
It does
Poison damage.
less. As though he's somehow
Curses.
resistant to it.
How? Tell me
And-
your secrets, dwarf.
And he does not like that, so they're gonna all run up and start axing people.
Okay.
Abdal,
See how it is.
Halstead,
Miss. That'll hit.
Vormesh,
Nope.
Yeldrin.
Nope.
So 1 hit. Are you ready for this? You're not
See it.
prepared. 5.
Oh. That's actually 10% of my HP. Kinda.
Well, Vormesh, go ahead.
Alright. Slashy. I'm just gonna hit the dwarf that took a swing at me.
Sure.
Well, sorry. I'm going to swing at the dwarf that was taking a swing at me.
You're
because
hedging your
I'm not
bets because
going
you
to hit it.
miss.
Because I'm
You
not going
miss.
to hit it.
Abdal, go ahead.
we go again.
Alright.
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
21 again.
Yep. He is almost dead. Not quite.
25.
He dies. Horribly.
And
Oh.
then I will move here.
Yeldrin.
Hitting things with a stick. Nope.
Sure. No, that'll miss. That one will hit. I'm assuming it's on the one you were hitting before, which
Yeah.
will break his neck. And he falls. That one will just barely miss.
Make sure you collect that succulent neck meat.
And you had to target the one that was the original.
Yeah.
I hate you.
The
Halstead.
Remembering that poison may be ineffective, I'm instead electing to shillelagh and whack this guy.
Sure. Go ahead. You will crit. Which will be 4d8, I believe.
No, shillelagh doesn't go up.
Oh, that's right. Doesn't scale. That's unfortunate.
That's alright.
2d8 though, so.
Yeah, 2d8 plus 5. 13 damage.
You smack him good, and he is bloodied. He's gonna try and get his revenge, and we're gonna have one attack on everyone.
Yay.
Abdal. 16. Halstead. 21. Vormesh. 9.
No.
Yeldrin. 11. So, once again on Halstead alone.
Stop hitting me.
Oh, 3 damage. That's
Three.
one more than
massive
minimum.
damage. Oh,
Mega
no.
damage. Sorry, you just took 3 million, Halstad. You die.
Ah.
Womp womp.
Go ahead, Vormash.
Oh, sorry. This has been
Oh,
scientific notation.
3e8.
That's more like it.
Oh, absolutely crit.
21 damage.
He is very hurt on that, but he is not dead yet.
Again.
And we'll hit.
This time with feeling.
He's on death's door, but not dead just yet.
Can this just be in like
Abdal.
golf where I just like tap
God.
them all in?
If this is Darkest Dungeon rules, theoretically they could live forever.
13.
Enemies don't get death's door.
I'm so glad they don't.
Yeah, no, that would be cancer. And 12 more? Okay. He is also on death's door, but not dead yet. Yeldrin.
I'm surprised my core staff hasn't broken over someone's head yet.
Well, it's
It's
made out of metal,
Made
so
of metal, yeah.
it would bend like a cartoon in the shape of his forehead, like that.
Kinda like that.
And if he's still up,
He is. He's pretty wounded, and
Damn.
you'll miss.
no,
Us
hitting him in the
again.
donglers.
Okay, let's try to finish this guy off humanely. I make sure my shillelagh is organic.
I see. Go ahead.
27.
You will absolutely hit, almost critting him.
Yep.
For 6, he's on death's door, and they're all going to disengage and dive into the ground like moles,
Bye.
as they were all on death's door.
Would that provoke?
No, disengage.
Oh, disengaging. Okay.
And they use that fairly odd burrowing speed, and they disappear into the ground. You all get
Hitler.
75 experience each.
Ah!
Dun, 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 dun.
Preparing a Krabby Patty.
Please stop.
So what is
Do
that?
I have to
That's
start deleting
985,
people?
Right?
13,
Oh, sorry,
965.
965, yeah. I don't know how to math.
That's why I have the app do it for me.
Look at this man with a friggin' app.
The app is Google.
Jeez.
I have a calculator button
Anyways,
on my keyboard.
are you gonna do anything, or are you just gonna continue on?
Yeah, let's
Keep
continue
keeping
on.
Keep on, keep it
Okay. Remember how I said you guys kept running into people you knew?
Oh
Again?
no.
You're going to
We
run
just
into
run
a
into a
red
werewolf.
cloaked man with this flying snake pet leading a priest, some thugs, and tribal warriors. He's gonna say, "You again. Why do we keep running into each other?"
I know.
Force of
literally.
Well, let's get this out of the way. Have you seen Artis?
No.
Roll a bluff.
Okie doke.
Are we both bluffing?
Whoever. You guys could, like, have a
Who has the
dedicated
best bluff?
face.
Actually, what
Here.
would
Where?
bluff
Wait,
go
I'm trying to
under?
find
It's
bluff on here.
deception.
Deception.
Oh,
I'm
Deception.
sorry.
I
Yeah.
have a 3
Right,
in deception.
18.
Okay. I like how you just took the reins. If you rolled a 1, we'd be
Yeah.
making fun of you right
yeah,
now.
I know.
Like, you know, my intimidation tactics.
Hmm. I'm
I-
not
can I
sure
roll
I
any?
believe you. Go ahead.
Oh wait, you said I did or don't believe you.
You can. Okay, he'll kind of narrow his eyes and be like, I'm watching you.
Let's
do
go
not-
to
You were
impressive
looking
feats.
for
Since we're going
That's-
that way and you're going this way.
You're technically both setting up camp, but
Like, next to each other.
yeah.
Several of the campus beings have just staring at us.
Well, we got nothing to hide, right? He's not with us.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
He
Not like
isn't.
What's that
Sunray
frost doing
from
on your
out of the bushes.
What's that frost doing on your hand there?
For
I don't
literally
know,
5
it's
days
super
ago.
cold. You'll want to feel.
Oh God.
But no, he'll narrow his eyes and be like, if I find out you're lying to me, it won't
Alright.
just be me you're betraying.
You tell.
He's going to kind of stare at you and be like, are you this stupid?
Just please, just
Ah.
forgive my friends.
I literally grew up in a hill.
Fucking dwarves.
Bye, nice man.
Then he walks away.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I swear, it's not gonna be in the book, but he's gonna end up being the final villain just because of how much you guys fucking run into him. Give me
You
another
don't have to tell me
survival.
what role it is or anything, but like, what is the percentage?
I'll look it up after this. I'll check the
Yeah.
tables, but okay, you're gonna get lost.
Bum.
So nothing pops out at you today, but give me another survival. You
24
find
minus
yourselves
one.
here.
Nice.
Congratulations.
19 on the next one.
Okay, well, as you set out for the day, and you know where you are, you see some pteranodons above.
Yeah.
Just
That's
the
gonna fly
dinosaurs?
by. Yes, not the pteramen.
Okay.
But nothing really comes out of that unless you guys actively fly up to them or harass them. So, as you continue
could.
on, as you set up camp, you see another statue of Ubtao.
That's nice.
Anyone want to do anything?
What was the check? Was it concentration or was it a?
No, it was you had to run your finger along the grooves or
Yeah.
Without
you can't
lifting
mess
it.
up.
without.
So what
fucking
was
up.
that check?
It wasn't a check. It
wasn't a
was.
check,
It's
the
covered in
fact that I
vines,
tried
so you
to
don't
move
know.
vines, and my fingers moved
Ew.
the wrong way.
Essentially, he
My
cleared it
fingers
with his
simply
hands.
Touching it in the wrong spot caused it to go off.
And I think what you also did is someone else cleared it with like a knife afterwards, and nothing happened. So
I'm
you
going
know that.
to. I'm going to. I really want to know what it does if you do it right. So I'm going to spend 3 charges of my staff and ask if these vines can clear themselves and show me the way.
they
The
will. They
trace.
will open the path, and you can trace it without incidents.
I will try to trace.
Sure. When you
Now,
do so,
and I'll thank the vines. Man, this would be a really, really compromising situation for Narcocker to find me in, huh?
a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit of magic will go off, and you feel a bit lighter. You can tell you could move a bit further the next day,
Nice.
as though the jungles are clearing out of your way.
Thank you, statue. You mountain. Okay, are you ready for the next roll?
Go for it. You know you don't need a roll for today, anyways. It'd be kind of a dick move to
Dick
go
move.
faster, but then get lost.
And-
We just go stumbling off in a direction really fast.
Okay, as you're setting off. Hey, Avdol.
Snakes!
Yes.
You need to buy snake repellent or something.
It lunges
Oh,
out
I
at you
finished
with
the
advantage, getting a 22 as it squeezes you for 10 bludgeoning.
But of course.
Go ahead and go, guys. I'm not even going to put you onto the...
Kill it!
I try to handle it.
What trick are you teaching it? Squeeze harder?
Too
I
late.
didn't think I'd get this far.
Thank you, Yeldrin.
Aha!
It's not dead just yet.
Wait.
I was like, Bat Snake, let him go.
It squeezes harder. You kill it. Thank you. 12.5 experience
I-
each.
No. It was so beautiful.
Sorry, how much? 34?
12.5, so we're at
12.5.
13,978.
78.
How much closer can we get without actually hitting it?
Seriously, you're the textbook definition of a tease.
Yes, I'm the one choosing all this shit that's happening.
So, do we make it to Camp Vengeance today? If we go faster?
You can make it about there, but as you're passing through the rest of the day, this one's a bit... You know, if I were to call the other one grape Kool-Aid, this one's cherry.
Mm. How
Hey,
much is
Abdul.
Abdul getting squeezed by?
You've got to be kidding me!
24 as it bites
I know
into
I'm
you.
charming and all. Not in that way.
6 piercing and 9 poison as you
4
feel.
poison, right?
Oh well, first make a
Yeah.
Constitution.
Con save.
Oh, right. Advantage, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because of dwarf.
12.
2 poison.
That's
So 8
That-
total damage.
that's way better than you know.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
guys. And you can
Oh.
recognize this as a poisonous snake.
Whoa! I can't believe it.
Critting it with a shillelagh.
Thank you.
snake,
Minimum.
Be gone, thought.
It is begone.
I still see
What-
Abdul.
okay. How much is that?
12.5 experience.
We're at 13,990.5.
I think that's literally as close as you could get, because I don't think CR 1/8 creatures exist.
Yep. Perfect.
Alright, so you make it to Camp Vengeance.
I guess we'll camp there for the night, then take the river down.
Sure. But who knows what's beyond the river bend.
Could be snakes.
Yeah, I feel like as you go to sleep, every day just Abdul awakens covered in snakes.
Yeah. Do you have like Curse of Snake cast on you? Also, when do we pass our snakes? You know what I mean?
Good question. It doesn't say, so I think it's just a part of you now.
Oh no.
You are
that's how
all
they're-
snake.
That's how that's how they're tracking us.
That's how you become Yanti.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There-
yeah, that's it. I'm just slowly becoming Yuan-Ti. You
Oh,
get
dear.
attacked by so many snakes, your body
Okay.
just goes, no, none of this, and just adapts.
You make
to
it
a
2
snake.
days down the river, and as you're going down the river, on the river bend, you see a group of tribesmen, and they're gonna start screaming as they see you and hurl spears, but you're so far in the river they can't really reach you, and they're gonna look very angry.
Yay.
Do we recognize those tribesmen at all?
They look like humanoid things. They're not goblins or anything.
How disgusting.
You can tell from what they're saying they want to eat you.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Doot, doot.
You realize that we couldn't even fill one of your bellies, right? We're dwarves.
Oh no, I think I'm quite.
Why? Hey, Abdul.
Let's see it.
Every goddamn
Is
time.
there at least, like, you're not just specifically saying, oh, it's a snake, just have it get Abdul, right? You're
No,
rolling
no, I'm
dice.
rolling the random dice for a party member.
And it keeps being
Out of the water springs a snake as it wraps around Abdul and squeezes. You guys kill it. I'm not even gonna ask for rolls. It's just dead. 12.5 experience. So you'll level between this session
Yeah.
and next. But
Yeah,
So
so
that's
what's our
four-
total?
That's 14,300, I think. 14,003 experience.
Yeah.
okay. Okay, so nothing happens on the next day, but the day after that is just packed with all sorts of excitement.
Unless
First
we get
off-
lost.
You're on a river that you can't get
Right.
lost. I'm just kind of making this, what's it called? Like,
Yeah, we're Oregon Trail now. We're on tracks.
yeah, pretty much.
The river cannot deceive us.
Well,
Now the only thing we need to worry about is dysentery.
and as you're on your boat, what's everyone's passive perception?
15.
Low
13.
Low.
12.
What is low?
9.
9. Okay, you do not notice it. Who got
No,
better
it
than
might
a
be higher.
12?
No, it's 9.
I guess it's just Vormash, yeah.
Low is
Okay.
sub 10. I'll put it that way.
Okay. So anyone lower than a 12 sees 4 logs approaching, and you can recognize them as crocodiles right
These
before they
logs look
strike.
Very
So they're committed, huh?
Yes, like they are actually attacking you.
Is that their surprise, or do we go into initiatives now?
Essentially, this is the surprise round. Those with a passive perception high enough will act in it. Those who didn't will not.
Fair enough.
So pretty much everyone but Vormash, I believe.
Yay!
Okay, let me roll their initiatives real fast. Okay, you guys and then them, I believe.
Come on,
Hold
I
on.
believe. Who's got
Sorry.
Also,
Yeah.
hello. How is it
My
going?
bad.
Barely.
I
Real
just noticed
quick.
that in the chat. Sorry.
Okay, there we go.
Well, I know
Okay.
Yeldon, that's a good initiative. There he is.
Okay, so I've got the turn order going. Yeldrin, you are going to be up first.
Return of the darts.
Sure. Which one are you attacking?
This one.
Sure. That will absolutely hit. 7 damage. Let's see if that HP thing is still... No, it's not on this one. I don't know what it was about the dwarves. Maybe they were a hive mind.
Weird.
Okay, any more? Oh,
Second dart for 6 damage.
okay. Well, that
And-
one's very injured, but it's not dead just yet.
And then I give myself dodge.
Sure. Alstad.
Well, yeah, let's finish that one off. I'm gonna hit it with lightning.
Interesting. It is just an action, right? Like, I'm not sure if
It's
there's...
not the full round from Pathfinder.
Yeah, I just need to make sure, because that stuff's always
yeah.
1 action, 3d10. Nothing about being in water, right?
Nothing about being water. It's only more powerful if it's stormy out.
I see. Okay.
But it's a dex save. DC
Okay.
14.
They will absolutely fail. So 3d6?
D10. 25 damage.
Isn't the d10 if it's stormy? Yes.
No.
Yes. Wait. What the? Oh, increases by 1d10.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it'd be 4d10.
They,
So that's
they
just 3d10.
worded that pretty poorly, but yeah, that one
Yeah.
will die. You strike it with lightning, and you straight up kill it, actually. Like, through its, con hit points
And
of
I will
dying.
make a tactical move to this side of the boat.
You coward.
Yep.
Vormash is surprised. Abdal.
What? These green leathery logs were actually not logs? I'm so surprised.
I'm
That's what
gonna
you
go
get for
ahead
having low wisdom.
Fire a couple Eldritch Blasts at this one.
Sure.
Blast number 1. 12?
Pew.
A 12 will match and hit.
Oh, wow.
These are regular crocodiles.
Blast. 13.
8. Okay, that one's bloodied now. So you did a fair chunk to it. But it didn't like that.
No.
So they're going to
of course
approach and try and bite you. 22.
it- Yes.
So 9 damage, and you're held in its mouth. And then 2 of them are going to go for Vormash. 16?
No.
Okay. Back to Yeldrin.
Right, yeah, I was about to say. Wait a second. But no, I was still super surprised by the fact that the...
Oh, if you were surprised, those had advantage, so
That's an
19.
advantage. Yeah.
Oh, so, that's... The 19 will hit, yeah. I'll take it.
Okay. So you take 6, and you are grappled as well.
Which one's grappling him?
The one on the right.
So the diagonals have our allies.
Yes. Okay, go ahead, Yeldrin.
Begone, foul creature.
Bad crocodile. Bad crocodile.
Oh,
Stop
nice.
scaring Vormash.
20.
You kill it straight out. Kind of shove your quarterstaff through its head.
What is that thing made out of?
Metal and magic.
And magic.
And I'm also going to make it do a con save on this one.
Sure. 9.
Okay, it's stunned.
Sure.
And then I'm going to bop it one on the schnoz.
Boop
Go
it
for
in
it.
the snoot.
Actually, I have advantage on that, so...
That will hit.
6 damage.
Okay. Alstad.
You can't outrun heaven. Bolt of lightning on this one.
Damn, you're just throwing everything out.
Well, I can keep it as it's my concentration spell. Yeah, up to 10 minutes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm just using my action to call down lightning.
Okay.
All right, deck save.
It fails.
Only 10 damage.
Still dies. These aren't very durable. All right, Vormash, go ahead.
Smash.
That will hit. And that will kill it. You get 100 experience each.
Yay.
Huzzah.
And as you continue down the river, a few
gonna
hours
ask-
later,
I'm gonna ask Abdul. It's like, it's okay to have, grappling fetishes, but this is getting ridiculous.
I
You're
think
gonna
you
pass
should-
by a
you should
boat.
do this.
Please
and
tell me there's a cloaked red
Please.
no,
It's
this
full
is
of
your
snakes,
other
isn't
friend.
it?
He is going to raise his hand and say, "I serve the flaming fist."
We have our papers.
Have you seen Artis?
We told him to go back to Baldur's Gate.
So you have seen him.
Curses. No,
Where was he?
Yeah. I will point at the map to,
He'd be like, "I can't see your map from here."
I'm sorry, the river is pulling us away.
What was that?
Wait,
Oh, no.
wait, and he'll sail down the other direction.
I
And you're gonna be
Rip.
very confused because the river is apparently flowing in two directions.
see this two-current river.
Good job, guys. You broke reality.
Hey, Artist started it. He did that. No, he might have
Oh
done
my
that
god, as you
snowball.
set up camp, you run into some emerald scouts.
Holy shit. Okay, are they
We need to
following
add
us at this
more
point?
encounters.
You're like,
How
"Who
did
are
you catch
you?"
up to us? We're in a boat.
You had to land.
That's true, I guess.
Also, it's not the same people.
Ah, okay. If it's the same group, I'd just be like, this is getting unbelievable.
Little bit, but well, that was a triple encounter day with one fight. You lucky assholes.
Apparently,
But
River is very
Them's
busy.
the dice, yeah. As you continue on, nothing happens the next day. However, the next day after that, as you set out for the day, towards midday, interesting. I don't think I've ever actually run one of these before.
That's always a good sign.
There it is. Oh, I see. On the river bend, on the edge of the river, are three things. You can't really make out what they look like, but you just feel that they're hideous and
Ah,
all sorts of ugly.
That
does that-
smelly,
that
smelly smell that smells smelly.
does that scare us in any way?
Not yet. However, they're going to notice you and kind of you hear a cackling on the air.
Mhm.
And so you guys are going to be pretty far out on your river.
Far out, man.
Don't enter into each other.
Sorry, but you left me
Where
behind.
where did you go?
That
Yeah,
was-
you like.
Where did you go?
What did you do to me?
You just disappeared.
Oh no, they've
I
got
saw
me.
you like pull him off the map. He is beyond the borders of this realm.
Apparently. Shit.
Even
Avenge
my
me.
eldritch eyes can no longer see him.
Don't let Abdul take my things.
I have already taken his things, little does he know. I just had the feeling that he was going to be gone for a long time.
Okay. Is it going to
You're
be
back, but you're smaller.
Just don't. Yeah.
you're going to have
Sprout
to
out of the ground a new Halstead.
Yeah, I got it.
That's how druids work, huh?
I am a hill druid after all.
But yeah, they're going to point at you and start cackling, and we're going to go into initiatives as things are going to happen. Ooh, they get a good
Aw,
one.
man. I'm so glad that did not destroy my character sheet too.
Uh,
Yeah. I'm not gonna read.
Wow, so that's I bite, huh?
two different schools of thought, Cuba.
I wonder why that got posted. It's not gonna happen.
Whatever. I don't know.
No,
I still
definitely
don't know what
not.
it is. All I know is it had a lot of text.
I see that there's words here, but it's illegible.
It's written in a script that may not be invented for the next hundreds of thousands of years.
I mean, I would. It reminds me of common, but.
Fuck.
Oh, I just realized they beat Tom by just a little bit.
You what? Just a little bit?
Oh,
The
their
hags.
initiatives.
Yeah.
beat
Looks
Tom.
like everyone's.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we have 2 Halsteads. Oh
yeah.
dear. You do not get
Your
2
own
turns.
clone!
My parallel.
They're
self-
going to
Halstead and his
cackle
brother
and kind
Halstead.
of dive into the water, and
Okay.
they disappear underneath, and it seems like they're swimming.
Oh, cool, guys. Combat finished. Let's go.
You can try and sail away if you want.
Come sail away.
What are you gonna do, Vormesh?
I don't really have much in the way of ranged spells. Can I still see them, or are they completely?
No, they are underneath the murky waters.
All right. In that case, I know when there's not much that I can do, so I am going to bless everyone else.
Sure. Everyone is blessed.
Hashtag bless.
Let's see.
That's the add a d6 to your roll, right?
D4.
4. So, okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of a.
D6 would be a
it's kind of
little
annoying
too
'cause,
good.
at higher spell levels, you can target an additional creature. Yeah.
But you could burn a 2nd level spell slot to bless yourself.
I don't think I'm going to be doing much. But
It's
I also don't
Vormesh's
wanna- I
turn.
don't wanna burn a
Halstead.
second level.
I'm going to use 2 charges of my staff for Barkskin and enchant some stones with a bonus.
Alright, Abdal.
Hunger of a dark. No.
On the
Where are you
boat.
gonna place it?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not gonna do anything.
Yeldrin?
Oh, you know what? I'll actually go ahead and cast True Strike on myself.
Okay, so next turn you'll have advantage on a single attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeldrin?
I am going to give myself dodge.
Sure. Well, seems like you notice a little bit of movement, and they are going to emerge, kind of surrounding you all.
Shock.
Yep, okay. As they emerge, everyone roll me 2 wisdom saves.
Okay.
Yep.
Fuck.
Oh, I shouldn't have advantage. Sorry. 19 and.
Okay. Halstad is not, but both Vormesh and Avdal are frightened.
Oh, how does that work here?
You're
You're
gonna
have to try
jump
to
off the
leave
boat and swim away.
Oh.
However, the 2 that have frightened you are going to glare at you. Give me another wisdom save, both of you.
No.
Those who have staved, or
Those who didn't, so
Okay.
Oh, hey,
Vormesh and
I rolled
Avdal.
that 20 on that.
Fuck.
Avdal's HP is 0
Whoa!
as he drops to the ground in convulsions. He's not dead, he's dying.
Okay. Christ, man, it's happening, man. It's happening.
And the
Game
third
over,
one
man, game over.
is going to cast a spell. This will be interesting. Vormesh, make me a wisdom save
Another one.
as something gets cast on you.
4 in a round. Good lord.
You're also
Nope.
frightened, so okay, you are a squirrel.
Polymorphed, huh? I
I'm
mean,
still
whatever it
afraid,
be.
right?
You no longer have the mental capacities to be afraid.
I no longer feel.
You fools! You've made him fearless.
That's their turns. Vormash, you're a squirrel. You want nuts.
What is my move speed and what is
I think I
abilities?
control you at this point because you're essentially just a critter.
Squirrel.
Can I still feel unbridled rage at the thing that made me this way?
No, you don't even know what happened. Like, you have the intelligence of a squirrel. Halstead.
What may look like a really stupid idea as I plunge into the water actually turns me into a giant octopus.
I see. What size are you?
The giant octopus is...
Big.
I'm guessing large, but...
It is large.
Okay.
With my newfound octopus powers,
Do you want to heal Avdol before you do that? Hint.
You know, healing word.
You have a bonus you haven't used.
I guess as
Please.
I'm running over, I can jump and heal. Touch him and
Okay.
then jump back over the ship.
It's like a d4 plus 3.
Yeah. 5 health. Sorry, I thought it was like a death effect, like Wail the Banshee, where he's just dead.
No, he's just at 0 HP.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm gonna tentacle this thing.
Isn't it an action to
here.
shift?
No,
Or
it's a
is it-
no, that's my bonus.
Oh, that
You're
is your
screwing me
bonus.
up.
I'm sorry, I didn't know
Screwing
that. I
me
thought it
up.
was an action. So Abdal will
Nah,
still
True
be
to the Moon.
hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll.
I got tentacle this thing.
Please, no. This is a family-friendly stream, you fucker.
Whoa. 20 to hit.
You absolutely will.
Okay, and she is now grappled.
I believe puts her there. And as you
And
do that,
7 damage.
they seem weakened.
Huh.
You've broken their focus of some type by pulling her away. Abdal, roll me a death save.
What? Oh,
You're at 0 still.
I'm what?
No.
Yeah, 'cause my
You
shift is
never
a
got
bonus.
healed, so
Yeah.
I thought I did for 5.
no.
My shift is a bonus, not a...
Yeah, so he had to use it for the transformation
Oh.
instead.
Gotcha.
But you have an octopus
Yeah.
buddy. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, man. He
16.
doesn't know it, but all right, that's one towards success. Yeldrin.
Oh
That's-
shit.
I guess I couldn't have shifted her one south,
shit.
could I?
Actually, that didn't really matter much, did it?
Hmm.
Bless. Well, I don't
Bless
have
is
any on
gone.
anymore, do I?
Yeah, you lost mental capacity to concentrate on
I'm
it.
too dumb to concentrate.
Have you ever
I'm
heard of a
going
squirrel
to,
blessing people? No.
I'm gonna pull out a
I mean-
potion, drop it into his face for him to drink.
Sure. Just a regular one?
Yeah, and then again, I'm going. Actually, no, I'm going to see if I can hide. Pretty much. Can I try to stealth?
Yeah, I could say you could drop. If you drop prone in the boat, I'll give you a chance to hide check because you'll break line of sight.
All right. So first off, the potion
Everyone
does
hit the
2d4 plus 1.
2d4 plus 2.
For 6, and then my stealth 17.
Sure. Okay. After that, it is going to be them. You notice. I'll see. They're not very perceptive. No. However, these two are going to swim closer, and their magic seems to reactivate as they get closer to each other.
Ooh, proximity casting. Okay.
And give me an intellect investigation check, Halstead.
Intellect or investigation?
An investigation check, but it will be an int check if you don't have.
7.
Okay. Can't. You
It's
feel like
my-
something's off, but you can't tell what it is.
Hmm.
Do you have all the stats of the creature?
guess.
I'm just
Oh
wondering.
no, I keep my casting stats.
Oh, you
so I
keep
have-
you keep your intelligence and
yes,
stuff.
I keep
Okay.
intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
Well, the one in the back is going to cast something at you, and roll me a wisdom.
Okay. 14.
DC. Okay. You see your greatest fear appear in front of you, a killer whale, but you disbelieve it because this is a freshwater river.
Kiraweru.
However, the other one's going to do something that apparently doesn't really care, even though this should absolutely not work and should kill everyone besides the people in the boat. But a beam of lightning is going to fly through the water and through you.
Okay.
Give me a dex save.
Okay, so I have to use the octopus's dex for this. It's a 13. Okay.
Yes.
So that's a d20 plus 1. 19.
19 will succeed.
Okay. For half damage, right?
16 lightning damage.
Okay, now I have to concentrate for bark skin.
Yes.
Okay. That. Wow. I lose bark skin.
Yep. And then the one held in your noodly grasp is going to try and claw you.
That is
Getting a 7.
Oh, she's not trying to break free.
No, just slashing at you.
She will miss. The octopus AC is 11.
Okay, she misses.
Oh my god.
Warmash is a squirrel, Halstad.
Yeah.
Oh, did I?
Oh, I'll be right back.
It was 16, right?
What's that?
It was 16 damage? I took that off
Yes,
my actual
16.
health, not my animal health.
Yeah.
I'll fix that. Okay. So she's still grappled, right?
Yes.
Can I take something with me when I grapple it?
There's a way to do that. They simplified this too. It's just I don't recall the rules.
Moving a grappled creature. You can drag or carry it with you, but your speed is halved.
Okay,
Unless
there we
it's
go.
2 or more sizes smaller, which is not.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so my swim speed is... my swim speed... 60 feet, so I have 30 feet swim if
Yep.
I'm grappling it. I'm going to maybe do something stupid, but I'm going to release an ink cloud, which is going to allow me to dash as a bonus as well. I'm going to book it with that thing over here.
How far do you go?
60 feet.
All right.
And the
What
ink
about
cloud is a
here?
20-foot radius.
Yeah. About that.
Yeah.
Moved it a little bit, I think. I don't know, it's centered on those 2 squares.
Hopefully, I'm thinking hopefully they won't be able to see where I went. And that's my bonus and my action, so I cannot attack. Okay, that's it.
Okay, Abdal, you're conscious.
Wait, I'm conscious?
You were healed.
Ron gave you a potion.
Oh, well, I did
It
not
was
catch
6
that.
health.
Cool.
Thank him.
Yes, thank you.
You're kind of confused as to the fact that there's a squirrel on your boat.
Kick it off the
Yep.
boat.
Clearly it is vermin. It must die. No. Christ. I'm gonna drink, or do I have potions on me? Let me check.
Should have resupplied with us, remember? When we were
Yeah,
at,
I'm gonna
Exile?
drink a potion of greater healing.
Sure.
And how much does that heal for again?
4d4 plus 4, I believe.
12. And it's that's a standard, right? Or action.
It is an action, yes.
Yeah, okay. Then yeah, that'll probably be it.
Okay.
You're gonna
That's
stay underneath the boat, or on the bottom of the boat, right? You're not gonna stand.
Oh.
Uh,
Eldrin has hit the deck, so like I don't think there's anybody visible
Yeah.
on the boat.
I'm just gonna keep low.
Sure.
I twitch my teeth a little bit.
Eldrin, what are you gonna do?
Man, I was like, oh yeah, I rolled a nat 20 on initiative. This is gonna be great.
Should have rolled better on those wisdoms.
I'm gonna pop up and throw a dart at this one right here.
Sure.
And would this have advantage?
No. Oh, I guess you're technically attacking from stealth. That's true. Yeah, you have advantage, but you'll lose it.
21 to hit,
51, I believe, will hit.
dealing 7 damage. Then second dart,
And that one will absolutely not have advantage. But 17 should still hit.
for 4 damage.
Sure.
Then I'm gonna try to. Let me think. Move to here. And that's it.
Okay. They are going to dive underwater and kind of start swimming around the cloud. Not at their full speed, because they're looking for something. However, get to about here, this one's gonna kind of underwater scream something. This one's gonna swim on over here. But, however, they don't seem to have their powers back just yet. However, the one in your appendages is going to swing at you.
Sure.
A 9.
Miss.
Okay. Vormesh. Halstead.
Okay, I'm going to use my, I guess, my halved speed. It's there. And with my action, I'm going to, I guess, keep attacking her with the tentacles.
Sure.
I don't have advantage because she's grappled, right?
No, her speed's just 0.
Ah, okay. 11.
11 just barely well, no, it misses. I was thinking
Yeah.
of something else, but
I'm wondering, like, how do I miss her if I'm, like, actively grappling her?
you
I
just
guess if
don't
it
get a
had-
good hit. It
Yeah,
doesn't.
if
It's
I
not
don't
enough
have
to do
constrict
damage.
or anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not tightening it. I'm just hitting her. But yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. I'm surprised you don't get more attacks.
I thought I would have, but this is only a CR1 creature, so.
Ah, I see. Avdol.
I'm gonna go ahead and drink another greater potion.
Okay.
Have another greater potion?
I had 2.
Yeah, everyone has it's 2 and 4, I believe,
Oh, okay.
or greater and regular. Yeldrin, go ahead.
I really can't do anything unless I want to go in for a swim. Even then, 3. Although,
What's the worst that could happen, right? I mean,
yeah, I'm gonna dive in and try to beat this one with a stick.
blub.
Here's the
Actually,
real
with my
question.
Because if you're gonna beat someone to death, you might as well use your fists.
That's right. I mean, blub blub.
Are you wearing armor?
Nope.
Okay. I'm swimming each foot. Okay, so it's difficult terrain unless you have a swim speed.
Ah.
So where you
You think you
start
can
from
jump
here, so 15, you have enough movement, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Because, what, 15, 20 to get into water, 30, 40?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can reach. Now, is there any special rules like Pathfinder for underwater combat? I'm guessing not.
I don't think so. I think like if there's certain weapons you may not be able to use, but he's using his
Yeah, I
fists and
think there's
staff.
some underwater combat rules probably in Skulls and Shackles, but not for 5e.
Is this... I can't tell if this is... Oh, no, here we go. There is
Jump
actually
to
a...
underwater.
There is an underwater combat.
Oh, you're disadvantaged unless you have a swimming speed. Unless you
or
have
you're using a dagger,
javelin,
javelin, short sword,
maybe,
spear,
but-
or trident. So anything you attack with would have disadvantage.
Maybe his fists? Wow.
Yep, that's not a javelin, short sword, dagger, or trident.
You said short sword, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
Excellent.
That will hit.
For 7 damage.
Sure.
For 4 damage.
Okay.
And that's the. I'm gonna give myself dodge.
Sure. They don't like what just happened. They're gonna kind of swim over to here, and their powers are gonna reactivate. And so this one here is going to cast something. Give me a con save, I believe.
Who?
Yeldrin.
Nice roll.
Oh, wisdom, but you can keep the same roll. 14 saves anyways, but nothing will happen there. And then the one being held is going to cast something, and it's going to glare at you, Alstead.
Okay. Is that the wisdom?
I'm assuming it's going to be a wisdom save. Yes.
Oh.
Okay, you get a 10, so that means you fail. You fall unconscious.
As an octopus?
Yes.
Okay.
And so, you're not dying or anything, it's just like you lost consciousness.
Yeah.
You fell asleep.
Like, really serve for my grip, I guess.
Yes. And the last
I think
one...
I can breathe underwater.
Yeah. Is going to attempt to cast something and then touch Yeldrin. Let me see how this works. I like how I looked this up and it's just blank. Thank you, game. There we go. Okay, so first it's going to attempt to touch you. I believe when it says touch, that means it has to roll to hit.
Yep.
20.
It's at disadvantage
Why?
because
Use
of
a
dodge.
Oh, you dodged. Okay, yeah. I just didn't hear that from before, so it'll fail. But it still has it on its hand. So, Avdol.
All right. I'm gonna stand up, and I'll fire a couple Eldritch blasts at this one near Vormash.
You know that this one is the most injured. So there's that.
Oh,
but
then yeah, I'll do that.
sure.
All right. 12.
12 would miss.
What about 23?
23 will hit.
7.
7, okay. Yeldrin.
Alright, short sword. 25.
That'll hit.
4 damage.
Okay.
25
Okay.
for 8 damage.
Okay.
And then make a con for that second one.
Sure. 20.
Alright.
Anything else?
And that's my turn.
Sure. Alright. They are going to go. The south one has slipped free of the octopus's grasp and is going to, as an action, stare at you, Yeldrin. Give me a wisdom save. You will also fall unconscious. However, this one's so wounded, they're all going to disengage and swim away.
So,
Right,
how long?
Now, here's the question. Yeldrin might drown. Because it doesn't say it goes away on damage or anything.
No, yeah, that's right. But
what about the
Avdol still has his turns.
He does, so does he
What about
notice?
the polymorph?
Oh, no, wait, no. It wakes up if it takes any damage. I
Oh,
apparently missed that.
Well,
I
apparently
saw the...
I'm just gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, that's the more pressing issue.
Try to get a net around me, guys. I mean, blub blub.
So
But
are you
Man, I
conscious?
would if I
or-
could. I mean,
no, neither of them are conscious yet. So what are you gonna do for your first turn?
Okay, is there a way to get the boat towards one of them?
You can make a. Now you can just sail it over. Which one are you
Okay.
going to?
Yeldrin's closer, so we'll grab him first.
So
Sure.
what about the polymorph?
We'll figure that out in a bit. Those aren't squirrel noises.
I mean, scrit.
Okay, you can fish Yeldrin up, and when you like slap him a bit, he'll wake up.
All right, and then I don't know if I still have enough action or whatever to. Are
No,
we
so
still in
I-
turns?
Not really. They
Not
anymore,
disengage.
because-
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna maneuver the boat over to house.
He's a squid right now.
Octopus,
He's a
thank you.
Fair enough. You will not shoot colored ink out of a what's it called? Super soaker.
That's right.
Well, I guess technically you could, since those were an enemy type. But what are you gonna do? He's kind of at the bottom of the river, kind of dangling there.
Sleeping.
All right. I'm not a good swimmer. Okay, how are we gonna do this, guys?
Scrit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything until you rescue me. If it happens.
So by guys, you mean Yeldrin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeldrin.
Hmm.
Do we leave the druid?
You're still an octopus, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
looking at the things I have in my equipment. None of them are a octopus trap. I mean, I have caltrops. Will those wake him up?
Would there be a way to fetch him through some amount of goods in the climber's kit?
No.
Yeah.
However, seeing as how he is an unconscious giant cephalopod in the river,
Oh no.
a lot of quippers swim up and just start taking bites out of you.
Yeah, that'll wake me up, right?
Yep.
Alright, I will shift back into a dwarf and crawl back on the boat.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say to them, you do know that if you're unconscious, a little bit of damage, any damage, would have woken me up, right? And
You're
that-
right. Maybe we
that's-
should have swam to the bottom of the lake.
No, I could have hit him with magic. Actually, no, because I can't see to the bottom of the river.
How'd you find me?
We didn't. Or I didn't.
Better start swimming, Halstead.
Yeah. Ah!
What's your
Can
swim
I-
speed? You could have swam as an
Yeah, I could have swum as an
octopus and then
octopus.
transformed,
As
yeah.
an attempt to capsize the freaking boat.
Anyways, after an hour, the squirrel will turn back.
So how was life as a squirrel? I did that for a year, buddy.
I don't remember.
I guess we'll continue on.
Sure. You'll make it to the camp. And that was worth 337.5 experience each.
Ah. So that's 14,340 and a half.
Okay, and so you need 23,000 to level up to 7. What I'm going to say is, for everything you've
Oh, yeah,
accomplished
I've
up
got
to now,
14,000
with
points.
everything else, you're pretty far into finishing the jungles themselves. I'll say you get 3,000 experience each, and
Oh,
I'll give you a
nice.
fair chunk towards further progression.
Yep.
I'm not sure what level you're supposed to be when you get to Omu, but I feel like you're under it.
We're getting there, right?
Yeah, but just to help you along.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also
so-
as a good experience reward for, finding artists, figuring out stuff.
Yeah. And cartographying, right?
Yeah, there's that too. There's just a lot of stuff that's stacked up.
Yeah, I'm surprised that there's no because in Kingmaker you guys supposed to get a little bit of experience for every hex you explore. I'm surprised there's no thing like that.
Technically, it does tell me that, for every hour we run, you should get, this much chunk
Oh,
of non-combat EXP, but it's, really small. Like, at level 5, it's, 200 experience split.
Okay.
Or maybe it was like 800 split, 200 each, but it didn't really add up to much. But seeing as that's 9:53 and you all have to level, I think it's a good time to call it for tonight.
Yep.
But I know you had asked, so one last thing before we go.
It's not a snake, is it?
No.
Mayonnaise demon.
Wilderness encounters. Okay. 1%, 1%, 2%, 2%.
Yes. Interesting. That
And
is
2%.
really infinitesimal.
Yeah, for how much you ran into him.
Well, of course,
that's
we
a
also
little
ran
insane.
into we also ran into the druid, or not the druid, the werewolf, right?
That's true too.
We ran
Yep.
into him like 3 or 4 times. Wonderful. All right. Well, got some pretty good progression going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
All right. Well, good run,
Robert
everyone,
Blanc.
and hopefully we'll have Jacob back next week. We'll be continuing this next Monday.
Mayonnaise poisoning.
Unfortunately. Well,
All right.
have a
Bye,
good night,
streamer.
everyone.
So
Okay.
long, everyone.
Bye, stream.